Hey there, slot car adventurers, back again with more epic slot car adventures. This week we're going to do something I haven't done in a little while. We're going to jump in the Mazda, hit the highway, and go visiting. Who could it be? Well, let's go and find out. Okay, we're off to see Garage Slotnik. Let's do this. And here we are at Garage Slotnik. Dan, g'day mate, how you
Welcome
going?
To Garage Slotnik.
Great to be here. I had a bit of a time getting here in the traffic. I don't know what they were doing out there today, but Friday afternoon traffic. Yeah, well, look at this track. How cool is that? Very nice. So, how long have you had this layout set up?
I'd say I've had a track for about 10 years, but the track in this form probably about a year now, with the bits of scenery, homemade scenery.
Yeah.
That is, but...
and this is Scalextric track? No, it's Carrera.
Carrera track, analog.
Uh-huh. So, what a Evolution track?
Yeah, it's actually a 124 set.
Now that's interesting, because for some reason I thought it was a Scalextric track.
Yeah, I painted it, so it sort of looks a little bit different, but yeah, it's a bit of fun. Got the bank, so you can go pretty flat out.
Rocky.
Yeah.
All the
got a spot for all my posters now, and
very nice.
A place to hang out.
So, what's your favourite aspect of the hobby so far?
I'd have to say being able to build cars that I've always wanted to have as a slot car. So when I was a kid, I had an AFX Chevy Monza that Dad painted up as a Brock Commodore. So ever since then, I've just wanted to have, you know, Aussie cars, Brock cars. So I've been putting them together with 3D bodies and things. Friends of ours are making, so Dave Volk, Dave. John Schiltz from NBS, so plenty of bodies around, and I'm just trying to get them to work on the chassis, so that's the fun part.
Well, let's have a closer look at the track. And here we are where the magic happens, the workshop at Garage Slotnik. Now what are we working on here, Dan? That looks incredible.
Well, we just finished the Scale Auto BMW Hybrid white kit.
That is sensational.
And we've done the what do they call it? The 2024 Le Mans art car livery.
That's bloody fantastic. So how many layers did that take?
Well, that's a decal.
Oh, really?
Took me 5 hours to put those decals on.
Incredible.
They didn't quite fit the body, so I did a bit of cutting and a bit of painting as well, just to where the decals fell short.
Okay.
And I did the tyres with the Harry Wise
method?
secret. These 3 pens.
There you go, Harry, if you're watching.
Makes Michelin tyres.
Fantastic, look at that. Terrific. Oh, that is stunning, I've got to say. That looks incredible. I love liveries like that.
Yeah, it's a beauty.
Brilliant. And have you clear coated that yet?
Yeah.
Did you use, let me guess, SMS?
No, I use this one.
You went with, what's that? Oh, that's the one you showed on a video previously, right?
My old favourite. It's probably not the best, but it's easy.
Now, next door, we've got something else here.
Yeah, this is HR Holden.
Nice.
And that's going to be a Brock car.
Even got the rims to match.
Yeah. So that's a Pioneer chassis that I've taken probably,
Okay.
looks like a couple of meters off the front, but
Out with the Dremel.
yeah.
Fantastic. Well, they are looking brilliant. So what's left to go on that? Obviously some decals.
Decals, a window kit
Window
somewhere out here.
Here we are. Very cool.
Canopy glue.
Yep, I'm using that now.
Yeah.
I went and got some Tamiya tapes that don't ruin the paintwork. I was finding the other tape I use, when you peel it off and the oxygen hits the paint job, it was bubbling up for some reason.
Oh, yep.
So I tried the Tamiya yesterday actually, and no issues. No
Take the
issues.
yellow tape.
Live and learn.
Yes.
This is a cool workspace, mate. Lots of things happening. Oh, are they top secret? What's that one?
Doing another Commodore coming.
Oh, look at that. Nice.
And an EH.
Oh, we're getting into the real classics there.
And I'm going to do this Monza up as an Aussie version. Going to do some fiberglass sort of kit on it.
You could chop off the nose of that and stick it on an XB Falcon, you'd have a Mad Max car.
Yeah.
Well, one more quick look at that. That is magnificent, and I'm sure Dan's got a much more detailed video coming up soon, folks, so keep an eye out for it. Bloody brilliant. All right, let's do a little preliminary road test. Here we go. Nice. So how long have you been working on that one, Dan?
Since Monday before last, so it'll be 2 weeks on Monday.
Excellent. That's great work, great progress. I wish mine would take that quick.
Yeah, I put in a couple of 5-hour nights cooking dinner and in between flying decals.
Oh, really? Yeah, those decals are fun to put on, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah, we were looking at the Scale Auto catalogue the other night, going through it, and my God, they got some cars coming. Absolute beasts on the way.
Yeah, those 80s rally cars, the Audi.
Yeah, yep. They look good.
Down on that red Porsche at Bonza.
You did?
Didn't hang around long.
Wonder who got that one.
Are we recording?
Yes.
I think Deb got one. Deborah.
Oh, right. Deborah from Redcliffe.
That came up in the shadow. But yeah, that 911 looked killer.
It certainly did. There's a couple of new Carrera cars finally I like. There's a new Mustang, and it's not the GTYs, it's one of the newer, sleeker ones. It looks fantastic. A couple of the new Porsches look great. Yeah, there's some on the way. Whoa! Here we go. Oh, we're on the Le Mans run here. Yeah, I'm scared that big turn up there.
You can go fairly quick on that inside bank.
You can?
Yeah.
Alright, I don't want to launch it. My slot at Orica, while I was shooting the video for Mazda versus Porsche.
Oh yeah.
It's, I think, the third or fourth car introduced, but that one I was having trouble that day and it would not go. It was stopped in the middle of just lined up with the hill.
Yeah.
And I'm holding the trigger down, and then my brain is now concentrating on getting there, doing something. Meanwhile, the trigger's still held down. Suddenly it came good and just took off, launched like a missile straight into this wall of the garage and smashed all the front end.
Ooh.
Yeah, lost a light. And then
What livery is your Orica?
oh, it's the clownfish type livery.
Oh yeah.
The orange and the whatever it is. So I worked that into the script at the end of the video. It's had a crash and it's all dinged in on the front, and it worked well for the story. And I've since fixed it with, unfortunately, super glue, and I think I'd better get a new one.
Good thing about Slotnik is you can get a body on its own.
Can you?
Yeah.
Oh, excellent. I'll look into that.
Sure.
I didn't know that.
You could just white kit one. And they're cheap, I think.
Now, Dan, you're becoming very, very famous, not just here, but abroad, for your build projects, building these classic Aussie muscle cars, race cars. So what's this one you've got to show us?
Oh, this was the first one I ever did, probably about a year ago now. So when I was talking about the AFX car, that was a Chevy Monza converted. It was converted to this car. And so about a year ago, when I found out someone made bodies of the VK Commodore, I thought I got to do this one. So yeah, I'm proud of this one because it was my first attempt. You know, it's a bit rough around the edges. The paint's a bit rough. I was getting the handle of clear coating and things, and going too soon on the decals, too up close. But yeah, this is what started off all the builds for me. So this is the Commodore body. That's how they start. So you just a bit of sanding, take all this pattern out, and then trimming the guards to fit the chassis. And yeah, so the next car up I did was this one, the Brock VK.
Nice.
On Scarlettric's VL Commodore chassis. So yeah, you know, made a few errors on this one, number 2, so patched it up. But yeah, pretty happy with that. Runs pretty well.
Excellent.
And then I went on to some of the Aussie classics then. So Norm Beachy Monaro, then the Brock Monaro. And then up next was the Dave Volk HQ Monaro. So this one was a lot easier because Dave, he made the chassis, the interior, and the body mounts. So it was an all-in-one package, that one.
Excellent.
And up after that, I did the third place 72 Bathurst Charger. So
Awesome.
my first non-Holden.
That turned out great. Very cool. So out of all of these so far, which one is your favourite?
Probably still this one, because it was the first one I did, and yeah, I couldn't believe that I actually got to get one together. So yeah, that's my little favourite.
Right.
So I'm going to do another one that looks better.
More on the way. Fantastic. Well, folks, keep an eye out for Dan's videos coming up in the following weeks. More great builds on their way for sure. And can't wait to see your video on this one, Dan. That turned out amazing.
Yeah, crazy livery, that one.
So what do you reckon?
That's a ripper.
Not bad for a Falcon, surely. No, that's a nice view. See if we can pull up right beside it. You're cheating. There it is. Perfect. Perfect. Now Dan will perform a 3-turn point. Sorry. I've buggered it up. 3-point turn there. That was a go. All right, we're racing Revos at Dan's place. McLaren versus Mercedes. And they are going, well, they're not only going great, I think they're the cars of the day. What do you reckon, Dan?
I think so. I want you to go flat on the bank, easy.
Like that?
Yeah.
Well, I want to stack it. Oh my God, that's scary.
Easy beat me on my own truck.
Oh, look out. I won't get an invite back. So, non-magnets, and these Revos are absolutely performing flawlessly. Probably the best, oh, what was that? Probably the best performing Revos I've experienced in a while. And I actually have both these cars. Oh, sorry about that. A little bit of swing. There you go. Got over the line. That was brilliant.
What a win.
Great Revo race there. Yeah. Cars of the day, maybe. Pretty cool. Go, go. Oh, we got a stacky. Look out. Whoa, overshot the mark. Well, Dan, that's been fantastic, mate. Swinging by.
Great afternoon, Husey.
Checking out your track, your cars, your scratch builds. Bloody fantastic.
Good times.
Now,
good laps, good racing.
Awesome, mate. To finish up, what's your favourite aspect of the hobby so far?
I think finding a car and just enjoying, setting it up and doing laps and just having fun with it. Either building it or like we found today, the Revo slots were the cars of the day. So that's the best thing.
Fantastic. Yeah, I really enjoyed the Revos.
And meeting guys like you.
Oh, thanks, mate. You too. Same thing. Back at you. Oh, someone's arriving home. Looks like we're wrapping it up. Perfect timing. All right.
Thanks for coming over, Husey.
Thanks, mate. I'll see you again next time. I'll jump back in the old Mazda and head on into the traffic and anything goes.
Yeah.
Signing off. Until next time. Well, how was that, slot car adventurers? Dan at Garage Slotnik. Very inspiring build work there. I've come back to my place and got stuck into the Camaro project, added some side mirrors and put on the front detail at long last. Next I'll do the rear light detail, and I've still got to track down some decals I like. But folks, jump over to Dan's channel, Garage Slotnik, hit the subscribe button, have a look around, watch some videos, hit that like button, and folks, I'm going to give you a little insight into what I'm planning on doing next project here. I'll probably hook into it during next week. Now, with the start grid starting to look really, really cool, thanks to the new power base cover and gantry from Magnetic Racing, looking fantastic, and my more fully realised pit wall, what we call it, a pit barrier wall. Yeah, that's just some of the Carrera stuff I've spray painted and glued on. Nothing on this side as yet. Probably won't need to, you can't see it, but maybe we'll put some Mobile One logos over there. But folks, the project coming up, I want to rejuvenate these Carrera toyish pit garages. And now this one's not too bad. I've removed that bizarre lumpy plastic side stair thing they have, which just never made any sense to me. Yeah, just go away. Used it for a boomerang that doesn't come back. I was successful, yes. And I've put new lights in there. They're not lit up yet. What we've got inside, this is where the little Lego folk that Pat sent me got to. This is supposed to be Junior Pat, or is this Junior Pat? One of them's Junior Husey and the other's Junior Pat, constructing all the stuff. Our friend Digger printed out these console computer console, media console arrangements. It's got two. When you put the two together, they sort of follow the shape. So I'm going to do up inside this control tower. I think it needs some carpet in there. What do you reckon? Or we go with that, what do they call that carpet in the Dunlop thing? Something chic, murder chic, gory chic, I can't remember. And we'll paint these up and make them look like they're computer screens and lots of buttons to press, almost like a recording studio in here. Why would they have a recording studio? Anyway, we'll get it sorted, some figures, and then when it lights up it'll look a little bit more happening. Yeah, you'll have to clean that, bit dusty. But yeah, we'll put some posters up or something, pictures of some rack mount equipment, all that sort of thing, make it look the business. And then with the top of these, and that is dusty too, look at the dust, yeah, all new toyish things, look at that, just falls to bits. Imagine that without any dust and dusty fingerprints. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, there goes another one. Great stuff. Go. And there's one left. Yeah, go away. There we go. We're all good. We've had the master reset. So let's just plonk that down there any old way. You Lego folk, you go over there. Thank you. So I did try putting some structures on here a couple of months back. Digger found these really cool things. They're like snack bars. And I did try them on there. I thought that'd be the go, that'd be a go. We're going to put one on each one. It was be really populated, but I lived with it for a couple of months and thought, it started to get a little bit busy, especially when the rock band thing went in. And then I had two of these spinning billboards of mine, one there, one there. And when I shot that whole sequence, they were spinning away. But overall, it was looking far too busy, there's too much going on. So I've been simplifying it. I'm going to use the buildings Digger did for me over here. They're going to be relocated here. And by the way, what do you think of the new... Yes, I've changed my mind to Ken. The what was it, a golf livery covered grandstand has now become a Red Bull one. Look at that, it's been all rejuvenated, looks good. Got to wire up the lights yet. Looks great there. And this one that the guys from Magnetic Racing threw in as a little bonus extra in one of my orders, I've done it up, put it there, mirrored the Mobile One livery logos, and again, it's not so busy, it's not so blocked in. That looks good there. This looks better there. There's a lot to go in here yet. That's the final big build project coming up in a couple of weeks. But for this one, I thought we'll clear the tops of these garages. The obvious thing that it's crying out for, as I'm thinking, is paint the top of these to match that. That will make more sense of that. Now it's white, so these can stay white on the sides and front. But if we paint the top of these first like this, that should look a bit more uniform. But the main project I've got is I'm going to take my two spinning billboards, and in the tradition of old Pat, I'm going to break out the chainsaw or something similar, and I'm gonna cut these down in half. I'm gonna go meow. So the idea, let's get that silly plastic flag out of the way. I want to cut this down to size so that gets mounted on the rooftop right in the middle of the middle one there, and the height ends up being more or less what it is now, as if it was freestanding. You see what I'm getting at? So there'll be one either side, and these will be done up in this cool Mobile livery. I've got another graphic, Mobile One Racing. It looks awesome, that's going to go on these, and it'll really complete the look here. So that's the plan. Thing is, there's no going back once I start chopping these in half, is there? Yeah, and then we got the question is how are we going to hide the battery compartment? Are we going to end up with a big... Like the guy sent me these little rooftop air conditioner things. They could probably disguise the battery compartment. I don't know. But anyway, I'll muck around with it. We'll painfully cut them down to size. And maybe we can glue them back together. They won't quite look the same, will they? I don't care. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. So that's going to be next week's project. So tune in, see what happens. It's either a disaster or a triumph. It's probably going to be a disaster. Yeah, it usually has been when I've done this. You either get it right the first time or you try to get it right and never get it right. That's the way it works out, Murphy's Law. So folks, tune in next week and see what happens with the great Cut Down project. That's the best name I could come up with in the moment. Yeah, I'm a bit tired. It's been a big day. That's what I came up with. These are going to be called lowriders. They're going to be chopped down. They're going to be the lowrider spinny billboards. So folks, tune in next week and you'll see, whether it turns out or if it's a great disaster. But we'll call it the lowrider spinny billboards next time on Hugh's Garage Slot Car Adventures. See you then.